So this is the double water puddle structure, and I had to scoot this up to accommodate the 3000. You want to make sure when you're doing water puddle that your power is going into the white terminal. So this is your power source. It's a battery pack. Sometimes the batteries inside come loose in transit, so if you don't get a measured voltage between the red and the black, then you need to open it up and fix those, but it should be, I just measured it, it's about 36 volts. So this black is going to go to your soil ground, and the red is going to the white terminal. I always forget that. When water puddle, red to white. And your water puddle apparatus is grounded to the black here. So we have two because it's a double water puddle. I had to put these extenders on to accommodate the 3000. So this is your water hose right here. There's a little gasket that sometimes falls out. If it falls out, it's gonna drip all over you, so you'll have to replace that. These water hoses, they are kind of like air compression fittings. You gotta peel back. They're also a pain in the butt. You gotta pull these things back to get them on, and they're a little bit sticky, but they do go on with a little bit of patience. I'm just gonna take this thing apart so you can see how it goes back together. One thing you want to make sure when you start is these are sponges. They take a few minutes to get water inside of them. They're going to be spraying water and constantly trying to get those to expand with the water. And these tabs right here, they have to be touching that water puddle once it's expanded and once it's wet, because if you don't have the contact, it's not going to work. Here's where the spray nozzles get threaded in. I didn't thread them in because you never ever leave them in during shipping because they can snap off. They're really delicate. So I gave you plenty of those to screw in once you're ready to rock. And I'm just going to take this apart piece by piece. There's two different sizes of screws. There's a really short one and there's a quasi short one. This is one of the short ones. These nuts inside of this location here, they can take either the long ones or the short ones. This one's a long one right here. But a couple of these things like this can only take the short screw. So you just got to pay attention to that. Take these off. This guy off. If you don't have these diagonal braces, you will just completely rip this thing to shreds. This guy off. Okay. This blue piece right here is a separate bar, and it actually attaches to the post with one of those long nuts that slides inside the structure. So I'm going to keep this long nut threaded onto this piece inside of the kit, but it may come off. So see how it slides like this? It's because of this long nut back here. So I'm just going to tighten those back up for shipping, but you're going to have to loosen them when you put this thing back on. Just put this down here. Okay, now this part, you just need to take off these 4 screws here. These are short ones. And make sure when you ship this thing back that you leave these rollers drying on site for a good 24 hours so that they're not all funky when they come back in the box. All right, that's it.